Hello everybody and welcome back. Again, like I say in almost every one of my videos, sorry, I just realized I have candy because when I work, I eat candy, so I'm gonna throw my candy wrappers now. I always say at the beginning of every video, I did not think I was gonna make another one. I should probably just assume from here on out that I will be perpetually making videos. I do not care about sponsorship per se, really at all. I just, when things happen and I get ideas, I have to get them out of my head and into the world. And whether anyone watches this at all, that's neither here nor there. I did a podcast on Monday with Danielle from Huns to Humans. It's out now. I will link it in the description because I'm figuring out how to do all that fun stuff. And in that podcast, I talk about how I have ADHD. I have managed ADHD since I was, my whole life, but I was diagnosed when I was 16. And so I've been on Adderall. I talk a lot about it and all that stuff. And so the way that my ADHD manifests is that I hyperfixate. And when something is like important to me, I hyperfixate on it and I can't do anything else until I get that done. So it's early morning, which is deceptive because the sun is like shining bright through my window because thank you, daylight savings time. So I'm getting this done before I move on to the rest of my work day. So what I want to talk today about is online bullying as a result of what we in the anti-MLM community are doing to call out lies and half-truths and deception. Last night I fell, I'm not going to use the word victim because I'm not a victim. I was subject to my first ever internet troll. So cheers to that. So here's the thing. I think that when I was growing up, when I was growing up, the one thing my mother always taught me was don't let the bullies know that you're bothered. Because then when they know that it bothers you, they're going to keep going. So you could argue that my entire making this video means I'm bothered. Let me just like put this out there at the very forefront of this. I am not hurt. My feelings are not hurt. What she insulted me on, which we will get to in a minute, like please. I have been insulted on far worse. Like child, I was bullied all through middle school, high school. I don't care. You can call me fat, tall, an ogre, which we'll get to in a moment. Nothing that you do is going to like hurt my feelings or ruin my self-esteem. I know who I am. I'm super confident in myself and I don't have to go tearing down other women in order to feel better about who I am. The reason I am going to talk about it though is because this is the kind of behavior that we are trying to bring light to call out, to let any possible recruits see behind the curtain, see what happens, and see who they could ultimately become if they don't see the truth or allow themselves to be manipulated by these Huns. So to give you a quick little backstory of how this all kind of transpired, I have started creating a series on Instagram where I remix, which is what Instagram calls duetting, which we have from TikTok. I remix different Huns, and by different Huns I mean specifically I've only been remixing Brittany Rose, but I am going to move on to some other ones soon. I remix their videos and I do my best to reshoot frame for frame exactly what they're doing. The move, the dance, the motion, whatever. And then I put in my own caption the truth about the claims they're making. What's important to know about all of those reels, and if you go back and look at any of them, at no point am I insulting the way Brittany Rose looks. I am not insulting her family. I'm not insulting her, period. I never would do that. I will say this right now, on this video, Brittany Rose is a beautiful woman. She really is. She's gorgeous. She's got great hair, whether it's from Monet, I don't care. She's got great hair. She's got a beautiful face. She's got a very handsome husband and her kids are really beautiful. Do we have fundamentally very different views on things? Yes, we absolutely do. Would she and I be friends? Likely not. But I have no problem publicly saying that visually, to look at her, she is a beautiful person. So I am never once attacked in any of those reels, her as a human being. So I got a comment on one of those reels where somebody said, her name is, well, it doesn't even matter. Well, it kind of does. Her name is Hallelujah on Instagram. And she left a comment that said, you know you've made it when somebody creates an entire account just to troll your lifestyle. And then she put, who hurt you? Or who hurt you? And as I drove home, I mean, when I left the salon, I was getting my roots touched up last night, and that's where I saw this. So I left the salon, I was like, oh my gosh, I've made it, because I have my first hate comment. And like, I was laughing because the answer of who hurt me is MLMs, the very thing that you support. That's who hurt me. So truth be told, I got a little bit giddy. I thought it was funny. And I felt like, I was like, oh, I must be making waves. People must be starting to see this content. And, maybe I'm starting to infiltrate the community. So as I drove home, and I live 5 minutes from my salon, I came up with a parody to the Leonard Cohen song, Hallelujah. And I rewrote the lyrics to be about haters in the comments, and here comes Hallelujah. Whatever. But previously, so that was like the first start of it. But previously in my story, I had shared a picture of when I had gotten my hair colored in September. And then I shared a picture that I had taken just that morning. My hair hadn't been brushed. I have very thick, wavy hair. So when I don't style it, it's frizzy. If I have no product in it, it's just kind of like, okay. And I'm at the point with my hair right now, I'm just like, whatever. I'm 35, I'm almost 36. I don't give a crap, really. Like, if every single time I show up on social media, if I show up on social media, if my hair looks great, I don't, because like, what do I have to prove? I don't care what anyone thinks. What I posted though was a picture of my roots, because I was posting it side by side with another Monet Hun who was showing her hair growth from June to September, and mine was September to November, and talking about the hair growth in her roots and contributing it to this Rejuvenique oil. And in 3 months, I mean, her hair looked like a normal 3-month growth. It was not crazy. And it looked like my hair had grown the same amount. So I posted that picture. So then I made this post saying like, you know what shampoo I use? And I posted a picture of Garnier Fructis smoothing shampoo that costs $5.79 at Target. And you know what? Maybe some people use more elevated. I've used higher end shampoo. I have, but like, it works great for my hair. It's fine. I don't ever expect, anytime I've ever bought, truthfully, I know it says smoothing treatment, but anytime I've ever bought any hair product that says it's going to do something for my hair, it doesn't, because my hair doesn't give a crap what your product does. It's not going to work. So my hair has like a mind of its own. So I just like buy shampoo that cleans my hair, and then I move on with my life. I don't create my entire personality around the shampoo I choose. So then I get a message from this girl who is right here. Her name is Anna. And she and I had had some conversations before where her and Instagram user Detective Lovey were going back and forth. And for some reason, she tried to like bring me into it. And I was trying to stay neutral, just like, I'm friends with Detective Lovey, so I don't know why you're bringing me into this. And oh, you know what? I remember what it was about, because one of the Monet Huns was trying to claim that the new Monet powder, I think it was, something, maybe it was Prove It, I don't know, something was helping her ADHD, and this Monet Hun made the claim of, so instead of taking legal meth, I'm going to try something else. And I took offense to that, because that legal meth is doctor monitored, it is scientifically studied, it is proven, it is Adderall, which I'm not going to get into that. That's not what this video is for. But I posted about that, and this Anna had gotten into it with Detective Lovey, because Detective Lovey is where I originally found these story posts. And I don't know, she was trying to rope me in. So then she and I started talking about how we both have ADHD. She was looking for more natural ways. I told her, I was like, yeah, we were like bonding a little bit over it. She told me that she still uses Monet and loves the products. I was like, whatever, I don't care. She said she didn't actively sell, but she still used the product. And I was like, fine, whatever. We talked a little bit about ADHD. I thought we were cool. So then she sends she responds to my story of the picture of the hair, and she says, which you can kind of see a little bit at the top, that's the reason your hair looks the way it does. So like this could go either way, where she's saying like, well, yeah, that's why your hair looks good, or that's why your hair looks bad. So I asked her, what do you mean? So she says, to the first picture, she also responded something about the before and after of the girl that I blurred out her face. But she was saying, it's about the same amount of growth as your hair, but look at her hair overall. It looks much healthier. Time out. Her hair is styled. Her hair is like meticulously planned for this picture. Okay? Whereas your hair still looks very dry, full, and damaged. I'm going to assume this is a typo, because like, why would I not want my hair to look full? My hair is not dry at all. I did go through a really crazy period of my hair being super damaged. I did actually sign up for a Monet like $84 thing, and I sent it back because everybody was talking to me about the lawsuits and how it actually ruins hair, and I was like, I'm not willing. I was pregnant at the time too. I was like, I'm not willing to risk this, so I sent it back. I don't think Monet actually ever gave me back my money, but that's neither here nor there at this point. So my hair has gone through a very strenuous process of Olaplex and treatment and deep conditioners. And so now my hair is healthy, and I'm not going to sit here and just play with it for hours to try to prove it to you. Because honestly, I don't care. If you look at my pictures and you want to think that my hair is dry and dull and damaged, whatever. You can't fully tell that from a picture. And honestly, if you're going to look at my hair completely unbrushed right after I woke up in the morning with it wavy and frizzy and tell me it's dry and damaged, then you actually don't know what you're talking about. So she goes, second, you're using cheap shampoo and your hair shows that. And I don't mean that in a rude way. Sweetheart, you just insulted my hair. You just insulted me. And you don't mean that in a rude way? How else am I supposed to take that? Here's the thing. Again, I don't care. You can insult my hair all you want. You can call me all the names in the book. You can call me fat. She calls me an ogre later. I don't care. The reason I'm bringing this up is to point out that what I was doing was not insulting the girl's hair and how it looked. I was commenting on price point, because what I also commented on in that post was that before all of this was that one of the Monet Huns was going live from her hospital bed to talk about a flash sale where you get 3 products for $30. Woo! And she's trying to like build it up, how you get each one of these products for $10 and it's such a steal. And then she says, so how do you become a customer? Well, you sign up and you have to spend $84. And I was like, listen, there is no shampoo that is that amazing that you're going to tell me I can get it for $10, but first I have to spend $84 and sign up for a flex ship? That's ludicrous. I can find something else that is just as good and not have to go through all of that. So I made a post saying, here's how you become a customer at Target. Okay, so I was just like making a parody. I was making a joke. I was not insulting the person or her hair. I was criticizing the whole model, okay? You can shit on the business model all you want, but the products speak for themselves. Sweetheart, if the products spoke for themselves, then why would they need this business model? Why do you need to have the direct sales, the multi-level marketing business model to sell the product? And it's interesting because I have been slowly listening to the Life After MLM episode, Roberta Blevins' podcast, where she interviews Chelsea Suarez, which I realized was like a long time ago. I had been listening to this podcast at least for a couple of months now, and I didn't see that Chelsea Suarez was interviewed. So I was listening to it. And as I'm listening to it this morning, as I'm getting ready, just serendipitously, Chelsea Suarez is talking about how all of these Monet Huns kind of live in an echo chamber, because she did an actual like pulling of data to see that the people that follow these top tier, all of the Monet Huns, a huge percentage of them are already Monet Huns. So it's a closed market, and that they brag about these really high sales, but the high sales come from product packs from people signing up. And so the percentage of what actually goes out to an outside market is like 10%. So it was like actually really perfect that I was listening to that right there. So she said, so then this girl says, you can, I already said about that. I honestly don't give a shit what's in the products as long as they work and I can see results. So you don't care what's in the product? I mean, here's the thing. Monet tries to brag that it's like all natural and vegan and whatever. No sulfates, no blah, 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 blah. But are you telling me that if they started putting castor oil in it, you would be like, it still works in my hair, I don't give a crap. I mean, I think you would care, but maybe you don't. So she says the products last longer than drugstore products do, even with shampooing twice. Why are you shampooing twice? Like in a day? I shampoo once every 2 or 3 days. Sometimes 4 because I work from home and sometimes I don't need to, so who cares? So I respond to her. Oh, this is the first one. Shoot. Here's the first picture, okay? Apparently these are out of order. So I said, it's always fun when people insult you and say, not in a rude way. She says, it wasn't an insult, it is what it is. Here's some reviews on your shampoo, not to mention it has 3.6 stars. So, you know, as is just like natural for most people, I immediately start to defend my hair, saying like it's not dry and dull. But truthfully, I don't try to make my hair or my makeup or my face look look perfect for every picture or reel or story that I post, because I don't care. I'm not trying to be a product of the product. I'm not trying to sell anything. So I don't care what I look at. And I said, secondly, I never insulted the Huns hair quality. I was commenting on her claims of her hair growth, okay? She says, one lady even mentioned the buildup it caused. Okay. Like, what are you trying to prove? Your shampoo, Monet has reviews, and I'm going to get to it, that has, like, people say it has buildup. So what are you trying to get at? So I said, so you're coming at me insulting my hair. You've clearly missed the point and are going on the defensive, which as always leads to insult. She says, they clearly work. Well, someone's triggered. Well, actually, am I the one that's triggered or are you triggered? Because it seems like you saw my posts and you got offended, you got triggered, and so you needed to attack my hair. Like, you can go through every single one of the posts I have ever made. I have never attacked the person. I have never attacked what they look like or their hair, not once. And if you find it, point it out to me. I will apologize. I will take it down. I'm not here to bully women, okay? So I tried to be polite. You are such a delight. So it's interesting that she then says, go to a salon and they would try to sell you a conditioning treatment because whether you like to admit it or not, your hair needs it. Like I said, it wasn't supposed to be an insult, just trying to help you out. I actually literally had just come from the salon. They did not try to sell me a conditioning treatment at all. My hair is very healthy. I've worked very hard to grow it back out, maintain it, keep it healthy. They use Olaplex in my hair every single time. So my hair is very healthy. So I told her this, and I said, it's so cute how you Huns try to make assumptions from pictures and offer unsolicited advice because you have to guard your precious overpriced garbage. So I will admit, now at this point, I'm starting to get out of the polite way of killing them with kindness, and I'm starting to get a little bit, my back's up, okay? So she says, my point again, shit on the business all you want, but you look silly talking shit about the products. They work. Well, honey, there's a whole bunch of lawsuits that says that they don't. Okay. So I just said, we'll have to agree to disagree because our definition of silly is very different. So then I looked up the Monet review scores. She said that my shampoo that I'm not married to, I will probably change it in a couple months because I do rotate shampoos, which is recommended by stylists. She said mine has a 3.6. Well, hers has a 1.8. So what? And here's the reviews that are there. Okay, like, give me a break. So I showed it to her. We're comparing, yada, yada. She says, all I see is a grown wan triggered by some shampoo. Okay. So here's the thing. She then sends me more shots of like reviews from websites that say Monet hair review. Does it work? Yada, yada, yada. Listen, we have proven time and time again that the science that Monet says they're backed by has been paid for by Monet. It's not a true third-party study. All these reviews are people who have some sort of tie to Monet. Okay, so here's my point. Okay, so then I posted all of these in the stories because I was going to call her out. And I said, I know who I am, and let me remind you who I am. And I posted pictures of me being super confident because I know exactly who I am. I'm confident, and my whole entire personality doesn't revolve around shampoo. So she responds to me again, "You're no one, and clearly I just broke you in half." Oh, sweetheart, you did not break me in half. I can't be broken. Getting upset because I'm telling you what your hair looks like. Sweetheart, you got upset because I criticized your product. I didn't criticize you, but since you are a product of the product. Talk about filters and touch-ups. Oh, please. Yeah, I got professional photos done. Yeah, so there's going to be photos. Then she came at me from another profile. So this was the point where I did block her. I try not to block people because what I have to say they need to hear, right? But obviously you don't get to have access to me if you're going to just try to kick me while I'm down. So she came at me on this one, and then she called me an ogre. You're the biggest bully there is, literally. 6-foot ogre. What? So then she goes to her story, highlights that I called out hallelujah. She harasses people for fun. Honey, I didn't harass anyone. You don't understand what harassment is. And then she incorrectly tags me. "I don't want no Huns is the real bully. If y'all have a second, please go and report her account for bullying." Again, I'm not bullying. You don't understand what bullying is. You were just so offended by anybody criticizing your product. And in a previous slide, you had said, I don't see your shampoo with these high quality products. I don't care. If my shampoo stops working for me, you know what I can do? I'll just go change my shampoo because I'm not married to my product. Then somebody sent me a screenshot. She posted a picture of my hair. She's scrolled in, and I don't know if you can see this. Let me zoom in on what she tries to do here. She tries to tag me. I've already blocked her. "This is a result of using $5.79 drugstore shampoo. Yikes. Dry, dull, and overprocessed." Listen, I don't like the ashy blonde look. I don't think that would look good with my skin tone, so I keep going with that yellow blonde. That's what I prefer. Are you kidding me? It's pixelated. You zoomed in. So then you want to talk about, she posts this beautiful picture of me and tries to insult me on her story. And then she says that I'm the bully. So this is where we see these Huns bullying people because they are so offended by you criticizing a product that they then attack you physically, you personally. They try to get under your skin. It's ludicrous. Okay, so this is the whole point of me making this video. This girl, and she's not alone in this. And I want to preface this, and when I say that Monet Huns, I know 2 Monet Huns personally, and I'm going to take out the Hun from them because I know them personally. They don't exhibit this behavior that I've ever seen. They're nice people as far as I know. But this is what can happen. This is what you can become when you are in an echo chamber and you are filled with false truths and deception and encouraged to lie. That when somebody criticizes or calls out the product that you sell, that your only mode of recourse is to attack somebody personally. She attacks what my hair looks like, and then she calls me an ogre. This is classic bullying to a T. This is what we see all the time with these Huns. And so I'm making this video to talk about this, to reiterate that the entire movement, the entire purpose of our movement is not to attack the individual. Now, eventually at some point, you have to look at some person and just say, this is who they are. They were not a nice person when they joined Monet, and so being a part of Monet made it worse, okay? Some people are just not nice people. I don't know this Anna from anything. Based on our conversation, I would probably guess that she was not a very nice person to begin with. Potentially, she was the girl in high school that tried to bully me for not styling my hair when I went to school, or wearing sweatpants, or being tall and a little overweight. She's likely that person. And now that you're an adult, you are still that person, but now you sell hair care. If your entire personality is wrapped up in a product that the only thing you have left to do is try to hurt someone and insult them, you are too far gone. My reminder to anyone who ends up watching this, we do not attack the person. I made very clear to not go to her because I know myself. I can get very catty and very petty. And sometimes I can fly off the handle. And when you've got two people who have ADHD, who are hyperfixating on the same thing, fighting with each other, it has the potential to get ugly, which is why I blocked her and went to bed. The point is, we are criticizing the business model, the behavior. We are not criticizing the person, how they look. And as long as you always stick to that, doesn't matter what anybody comes at you and tries to say. If they try to insult how you look, that just lets you know that they are very, very insecure. She called me an ogre. Like, I'm sorry. Look at me. And have you seen Shrek? Fiona was badass. So I actually want to play Fiona in Shrek the Musical, so I would be honored to be an ogre. Thank you. Like, that's the thing. And then if she ends up seeing this, she's gonna be like, look how bothered you are because you made a YouTube video. Honey, I'm an educator. I make YouTube videos to talk about these types of things, about bullies like you. I was bullied all through middle school. I was bullied all through high school. There's nothing you can say that I haven't already heard. And I'm not, like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I know who I am. I'm 36. I'm talented. I am beautiful. I have a husband who loves me. I have 2 beautiful children. I have a great job with financial security and benefits. I am very fortunate. I am very blessed. And I work very hard every single day to attract people to me who are kind and good and want the best for other people, not because it'll benefit me. Because here's the thing, at the end of the day, if this video has 0 views, doesn't matter. If this video gets 1 million views, great. And at that point, I don't benefit, I don't need this video to be viewed so that I make money. I get nothing out of this video other than knowing that hopefully I reached someone and helped them feel some sort of comfort that they're not alone, or maybe realize that their MLM is part of why they're a bully, or that they have also been bullied. That's what I get out of this. I don't get any financial gain. I don't want financial gain. Honestly, I don't want to become a professional YouTuber because I don't want to have that be, what my job is. I do this just when I need to get thoughts off of my chest. So, in conclusion to this whole probably half-hour long video at this point, because I tend to ramble on, I probably should have made notes of what I wanted to say, because I'm gonna edit this and wrap it up and then be like, oh crap, I didn't say this. My whole point is, the bullies are out there, and I'm gonna continue posting content that calls out the lies, the inconsistencies, the deceptions of any Hun, whether it's Monet, whether it's Herbalife, Beachbody, whatever. If you continue to post income claims, health and wellness claims, anything that is deceptive, I'm going to continue to post calling that out to hopefully stop somebody else who is vulnerable from joining your MLM and losing money. What I won't do is attack you as a human being. I will not tell you that you look terrible. I will not tell you that your hair looks dry and dull. If I call out a before and after picture, it will not be because of how you look. It'll be because of lighting and angles and things like that. But if you are watching this and you think that that is bullying, well then I would argue that you're probably the bully, and that you have become so wrapped up in your product that you no longer, because you're in an echo chamber, you no longer can differentiate criticism of a tangible object and you as a person. That when somebody criticizes shampoo, you become so offended personally, as if they have offended you and insulted your character and your being. If shampoo has become your entire personality, you might need to take a step back and really reassess what your life is about. And if your entire life is about just making money and trying to hustle and get people to join your team and do this opportunity because that's the only way you know how to make money, oh my gosh, I don't know what else to say to you. So I hope that this was very therapeutic for me. I hope that if anybody sees this, you enjoyed it. Please, everything I have said, for the most part, is all in my opinion. Do not go and find this person. Do not comment to her on my behalf. Do not send her hate or messages. None of that. Please do not do anything like that. It is unnecessary. I don't need defending. I am fine. I'm not hurt. And you do not need to. We have to take the high road, right? When they go low, we go high. We're not those people. So thank you for being here. And as always, have a beautiful MLM-free